Alright, Stallions, here is your test corrections for the last test over angles and triangles. Please go ahead and review this test video and fast forward to the parts where you need to do your test corrections. Remember, you're doing them on a separate sheet of paper and you're doing the ones that you missed. So I'm going to go ahead and start this off. Feel free to pause the video if needed or fast forward or rewind. Number 1. In triangle X, Y, Z. So I have a triangle X, Y, Z. The measurement of angle YXZ, so the middle measurement, which is X, is 50 degrees. The next angle XYZ is 75, so XYZ 75 degrees. The question is asking you, what is the measurement of XZY in degrees? So that is my X, angle Z. I'm trying to figure out what is my missing angle. So all my angles always add up and have a sum of 180. It doesn't matter what the triangle is. If you add up all three angles, they should have a sum of 180. So the equation is going to be angle 1, which is 50, plus angle 2, which is 75, plus angle 3, which is X, equals 180. The very first thing you're going to do, combine the two that you know. 75 plus 50 is 125. 125 plus X equals to 180. We still want your variable by itself, so I'm going to subtract 125 from both sides. This cancels, it's 0. X equals, borrow, regroup. So my missing angle X, angle Z, equals 55 degrees. Now if you want, you can go ahead and double check your answers, or not if you want, but you should add up all of your angles. And now we're going to add up that 55 as well. 0, 180, so they equal 180, so my answer works. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, in triangle FGH shown below, what is the measurement of angle F in degrees? So I don't know X, I'm going to put a variable X there. That's what I'm looking for. So of course my equation, if I add up all of them, the sum is going to be equal to 180. So 33 and 5/10 plus 127 plus X equals 180. Very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add up the two that I know. I need to make sure I add a decimal and a 0 to 127. So this way I can line up my decimals and add up the two that I know. 5, 0, bring that over. So the two that I do know, their sum is 160 and 5/10. I'm going to go ahead and take that 160 and 5/10 and subtract it from 180. I apologize. Erase that real quick. Minus 160.5. I need to add a 0. I'm going to do it up top. So 180.0 minus 160 and 5/10. Borrow, regroup. A lot of us missed that because we did not regroup. So that's 9, 1. So my missing angle F equals 19 and 5/10 degrees. Now again, I'm going to double check it by adding up all the ones that I do know. So I have 127 plus 30. Apologize, we need to line up our decimals. 33.5.0. Now we're going to add up that one that we do know as well. 0, 18, I'm lying. 0. Now that's my 8. So now they equal 180, so my answer is correct. Angle F equals 19.5 degrees. Let's go ahead and look at number 3. Number 3, what is the measurement of angle B? So I want angle B. The very first thing I need to do, I need to figure out what x is. So I need to write my equation. I'm going to add up 3 of my angles, 3x plus 2x plus x equals 180, because all of those together have a sum of 180. I'm going to combine like terms. All of these have an x as a variable, so they are all alike. So how many total x's do I have? I have a total of 3 plus 2, which is 5, plus 1, because there's a 1 there, is 6. So 6x equals 180. I still want my variable by itself. I need to divide 6 by both sides. This equals 1x. I'm just going to put x equals 180 divided by 6. Well, 6 goes into 18 3 times, 6 goes into 0 0 times. A lot of people chose A, but that is incorrect because they want the angle B. So angle B at first was 2 times x. So do we know what x is now? Yes, it's 30, so I'm going to plug it in. 2 times 30, 2 times 30 is 60 degrees. So B is the correct answer. I could also plug in 30 for each x to make sure it's correct. So angle A would be 3 times 30, which equals 90 degrees. Angle B we know is 60 because it's 2 times 30, which is 60 degrees. And then my last one, which is just x, so it's just 30. And to double check, if I add these all together, it's 180, so my answer works. Let's go to number 4. Graceland has multiple sticks of different lengths to build a triangle for a class project. Which 3 lengths could Graceland choose to build a triangle? Well, I know that if I have 3 sides of a triangle, the 2 smallest sides have to be greater than my largest. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at all these answer choices and I might identify the 2 smallest. So in A, my 2 smallest sides are 10 and 4. So the sum of 10 and 4 is 14. 14 is greater than 22. Well, that does not work, so this is an incorrect measurement. It will not work. B, my 2 smallest sides are 12 and 5. 12 plus 5 is 17. Is 17 greater than 17? No, it's equal to, so that does not work. C, my 2 smallest sides are 6 and 6. The sum of 6 and 6 is 12. Is 12 greater than 13? No, this does not work, so C is incorrect. D, my 2 smallest sides are 11 and 15. 11 plus 15 is 26. Is 26 greater than 25? Yes, this does work, so D is the only one that works. Number 5. A manager of a plant store asked 4 different employees to propose side lengths for a triangular garden he would like to build. The proposed lengths are shown in the table below. Without measuring, the manager knows that only one employee's measurements can be used to create a triangle. The question is asking you for which employee proposed the side lengths that could be used to construct a triangular garden. So again, similar to 4, I'm going to identify my 2 smallest to see if it's greater than my largest. So Morena, 7 and 5, so the sum of 7 and 5 is 12. 12 greater than 21? No, Morena is incorrect. Justin, my 2 smallest ones are 22 and 15. The sum of 22 and 15 is 37. Is 37 greater than 39? No, this is incorrect. Justin won't work. Angelo, 6 and 8 are my 2 smallest. 6 plus 8 is 14. Is 14 greater than 13? Possible. That's Angelo. Now Ling, I have 3.2 and 3.8. I'm going to find the sum of those two. Line up your decimals. Add them up. Is 7 greater than 7? No, it's equal to, so Ling won't work. So C, Angelo, is the only one that does work. Question 6. In triangle X, Y, Z is shown below. If XY is 7.8 and YZ is 8 inches and YXZ is 7 7/75 inches, which statement below is true? So the very first thing we need to do, we need to label our triangle according to their sides. If XY, that's my top side, X to Y, I'm sorry, let me use purple. XY, 7.8. And then I'm going to use blue for YZ is 8 inches. And then my last one, I'm going to use red. XZ is 7 7/75 inches. So now I know all the side lengths. Well, I know the relationship between my sides and my angles is that the greatest side is always directly across my greatest angle, and vice versa with the smallest side and smallest angle. So I'm going to first identify. Let's go from greatest to least. So I'm going to write right here, greatest to least. Well, my greatest side is 8, side ZY or YZ. Directly across 8 is angle X, that is my greatest. My second greatest is XY at 7.8. So directly across XY is angle Z. And my smallest side is 7 7/75. So directly across that side is angle Y. So I went ahead and ordered that from greatest to least, and I'm going to read the statements below to see which one is correct. Angle Z is my smallest. No, my smallest is angle Y, so that is incorrect. B, angle Y is my smallest degree. Well, according to me, that is possible. I'm going to put a question mark. Angle Z is my largest. No, my largest is angle X, so that is incorrect. Angle X is my smallest. Well, I went from greatest to least, and angle X is my greatest, so this one's incorrect. The only one that works is B, because angle Y is your smallest angle measurement. Let's go ahead and move on to question number 7. Triangle JKL is shown below. Now this is very similar to question 6. I'm going to label it and see which one of these statements is true, but I'm going to look for which one is in order from least to greatest. So let's start off with KL. KL is 12. So I'm going to do that in purple. JK, I'm going to do in blue, is 10. So JK is 10 centimeters. And then my last one I'm going to do in red. JL is 11 centimeters. So JL is 11. Now again, I'm going to do this in black. I'm going to identify from least to greatest. So my smallest side is 10 JK, and directly across line JK is angle L. So angle L is my smallest. 11 is my next greatest side, so directly across side JL, which is 11, is angle K. And then my greatest side is LK at 12, and directly across LK is angle J. So now I have them ordered from least to greatest. I'm going to go ahead and look at my answer choices. A, J, K, L. Well, L is my least, so that doesn't work. B, L, K, J. Well, that is what I have. Let me check the other ones. C, L, K, J. Well, J is my greatest, not K, so this one's incorrect. And D, angle K, L, J. That one's incorrect because K is not my least. So B is the only one that works. Last question. Question 8. Nate sews a triangle on an apron. The 3 sides of the triangle measures are 3, 4, and 5 inches. Which best represents the triangle Natalie sews on her apron? So this question has several steps. 1, I'm going to go ahead and add up all the angles inside to make sure they have a sum of 180 degrees. From there, after I do so, I'm going to check that the angle and side relationships are correct. So let's look at A. I have 30, I'm going to add up all the angles, plus 60, plus 90, and I know that this is 90 because of this square, is 180 degrees. Well, 30 plus 60 is 90. 90 plus 90 equals 180, so this one works as far as the angles. So let me go ahead and check B. 95 plus 35 plus 40 equals 180. Well, 95 plus 35, well, 5 plus 5 is 10. Bring that over. 130. I apologize, that 3 is ugly. Plus 40 equals 180. 130 plus 40 is 170. 170 does not equal 180, so B so far is incorrect. Let's look at C. 53 plus 37 plus this angle, which has a square, so that's 90, equals 180. 53 plus 37, well, that is 90 plus 90 equals 180. Well, this is 180 equals 180, so this one works as far as the sum of the angles. Let's do D. 92 plus 48 plus 40. Well, 92 plus 48 is 140. 140 plus 40 equals 180. So D works as far as the angles. So I was able to eliminate B based on the sum of the angles. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the angle and side relationships. I'm going to do them from greatest to least. So on A, my greatest side length is 5 inches. Directly across 5 inches is my greatest angle, 90, which that works. My second greatest side is 4 inches. Angle directly across 4 inches is 30. That is not the smallest angle. The second smallest angle or the second greatest angle. That is the smallest angle, and it should be directly across 3 because that's the smallest side. So A does not work as far as the angle-side relationship. So let's look at C. Again, my greatest side is 5. Directly across from 5 is 90 degrees, so that's my greatest angle, so that works. My smallest side is 3. Directly across from 3 is the smallest angle, 37, so that works. So 4 is directly across that middle angle, which works. So this one works so far. Let me double check D. My greatest side is 5 inches. Directly across is the greatest angle? Yes. My smallest side is 3 inches. It's the smallest angle directly across? No, the smallest angle is 40. So that should be across 3. And it's not, so this one does not work. So the only answer that works is C, because that's the only one that works as far as the side angle relationships. Okay, again, you were only supposed to do the ones that you missed. Review this if you want to watch it again just to make sure that you fully understand angle relationships and triangles. Please do so. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye.